Once I was happy and I had a good wife. I had enough money to last me for life. I met with the gal and we went on a spree. She taught me to smoke and drink whiskey. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Now I'm feeble and broken with age. The lines on my face make a well-written page. I'm leaving this story, how sad but how true. Oh, women and whiskey and what they can do. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Right on the cross at the head of my grave, for women and a whiskey, here lies a poor slave. Take warning, dear stranger, take warning, dear friend. Then write in big letters these words at the end. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women. They'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. In the hills of West Virginny lived the gal named Nancy Brown. All the boys were chasing after her from many miles around. But they came rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain mighty wise. For it was kissing they were seeking, but she would never weaken, and she's pure as the West Virginia skies. Then there came a fancy cowboy with his chaps and with his frills, and he went to see our Nancy Brown away up in the hills. But he came rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain mighty wise. He couldn't put his rope around her, so he left her like he found her, just as pure as the West Virginia skies. Then there came a hot rod driver, and his heart was full of hope, as his little midget racer went speeding up the slope. But he came rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain mighty wide. Yes, he had his motor racing, but she put him in his place and stayed as pure as the West Virginia sky. Then there came a city slicker with his $100 bills, and he went to visit Nancy Brown away up in the hills. And he came rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain, rolling down with Nancy by his side. And before he knew what hit him, matrimony up and bit him. Now our Nancy is his little blushing bride. Now she's living in the city, living in the city, living in the city, doing swell. For she is through with pots and kettles, through with cooking victuals, and the neighbors say that she has gone too far from the West Virginia hills. was a feller who believed in the haints of sight. He used to dream about 'em when he went to bed at night. And when he dreamed about 'em, you could nearly always tell he'd just throw back the kivers and jump right up and yell, "Keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. Keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. I don't mind them naked bones, I can stand them hollered groans, but keep them cold, icy fingers off of me."
One night as Bill was passing the graveyard on a hill, well, something dressed in white jumped out and made a grab at Bill. Well, Bill says, "You may catch me, but I'll make you do your best. Before we start to travel, I'll make a last request.
Keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. Keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. You may run me out of breath, you may scare me half to death, but keep them cold, icy fingers off of me." See a doctor with a misery in his chest. The doctor looked at Bill and said, "Take off your coat and vest." He started thumping on his ribs and to give old Bill a shock. Well, he just grabbed the doctor and said, "Now look here, Doc, keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. Keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. You can cure my aches and ills with your powder and your pills, but keep them cold, icy fingers off of me." Shoulder up your gun and call up your dog. Shoulder up your gun and call up your dog. Away to the woods to catch a groundhog. Groundhog, groundhog. Run here, Sal, with a big long pole. Run here, Sal, with a big long pole. Twist that whistle pig out of his hole. Groundhog, groundhog. We put him in the pot and we all begin to smile. We put him in the pot and we all begin to smile. We eat that hog before he struck a bough. Groundhog, groundhog. Here comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Here comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Groundhog grease all over her chin. Groundhog, groundhog. Catch him, boys, he's about to fall. Catch him, boys, he's about to fall. He's eat till his pants won't button at all. Groundhog, groundhog, hog, hog. That's better. The meat's in the cupboard and the butter's in the churn. The meat's in the cupboard and the butter's in the churn. If that ain't groundhog, I'll be derned. Groundhog, groundhog. Oh, it's springtime in the mountains, and I'm full of Mountain Dew. can't even read my catalog like I used to do. I'm a-settin' in that little shack that's right behind the house, and here comes Jake with all his hounds, and he's gonna hear me shout. Oh, I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing women. Go put them hounds back in the pen and stop that silly grinning. The mood is right, I'm half-tied, my life is just beginning. I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing women. Go brush your teeth and comb your hair, it's dang near time to start. Before you go, there's just one thing, there's one that's got my heart. Now don't chase that gal with the yaller hair, wearing a dress of green. For that little thing belongs to me, I know she's past 16. Oh, I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing the women. Go put them hounds back in the pen and stop that silly grinning. The moon is right and I'm half-tied, my life is just beginning. I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing the women. Oh, I went down to the general store, and what do you think I seen? They make them in the city, and they're called a magazine. I turned to page 34, and what do you think I found? Them gals wear things we've never seen beneath them gingham gowns. Oh, I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing the women. Go put them hounds back in the pen and stop that silly grinning. The moon is right and I'm half-tied, my life is just beginning. I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing women. Cotton fur to hoe. The weevil and his family was a-walking down the road, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. Up the farmer grabbed a spray gun, started spraying DDT. The weevil laughed and hollered, cut it out, you're a-tickling me. Can't stand the foam, can't stand the foam. The farmer, when you come here, did you drive your Ford machine? Said the weevil, when I come here, I was riding on a jumping bean from Mexico, from Mexico. Said the weevil to the farmer, guess I'll have a look around. Gonna have to change my diet, for cotton has gone down. Too cheap for me, too cheap for me. Weevil, I'm a-leaving, going back to Mexico, 'cause I miss them hot tamales, don't know what made me go, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. That's all about the weevil, just because you like our song. We ain't a-gonna stay here and sing it all night long, gotta find a home, gotta find a home. Well, he used to be be a slicker with a cane in his hand. Now he wears the clothes of a working man. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama throwed it in. Well, he used to meet the jitterbugs, join right in. Now he's a getting kind of short on wind. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama throwed it in low. He used to meet the boys with a toot of his horn. He ain't had time since the twins was born. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama. Well, he used to break a heart to keep the girls in tears. Now he's got a mama that can shift his gears. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama throwed him in low. To run around in a limousine. All he runs now is a washing machine. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama throwed him in low. If he ever bought a girl an ice cream cone, he tried to squeeze it out before he took her home. He's a high-geared daddy, but his sweet mama throwed him in low. Sat down one evening within a small cafe. A 40-year-old waitress to me these words did say, I see her and not a common bum, 'cause nobody but a logger stirs his coffee with his thumb. My lover was a logger. There's none like him today. If you'd pour whiskey on it, he'd eat a bale of hay. He never shaved his whiskers from off his horny hide. He'd drive them in with a hammer and bite them off inside. My lover came to see me upon one freezing day. He held me in a fond embrace which broke 3 vertebrae. He kissed me when we parted, so hard he broke my jaw. I could not speak to tell him he forgot his mackinaw. It froze clean through to China. It froze to the stars above. At 1,000 degrees below zero, it froze my logger love. And so I lost my lover. To this cafe I come